Hey, I'm Jeremy from Junior Productions, and today we're going to break down the different reverbs that I use in the mix in order to create some kind of dimension around the vocals. So today we're going to work with a mix that I did a little while ago for an artist called Patricia Atzur. She's from Barcelona and she's a singer-songwriter. It's kind of modern folk stuff. The track's called Marble. So we're just going to have this into the second verse. Everything's mixed, all the effects are on. It's literally as it is on the record. There you go.
Tales have flown through the ocean. Of a place where wisdom lays, but only the brave ones dare to sail away.
Cool. So as you can see, there's a lot going on. A lot of different backing vocals as well. Patricia is a great songwriter. She's a great arranger as well, and there's a lot of backing vocals, a lot of vocal plays with Gabriel Kaz as well doing some backing vocals in there. Cool. So now we're gonna focus on the main vocals. I'm not gonna go into what I did like EQs and comp wise just yet, and just focus on like the effects, reverbs and delays and stuff. So as you can see, I have quite a lot of sends with a lot of different reverbs that I kind of like use in conjunctions with each other. So it can just be like a little bit from one, a little bit from the other one, just to give the different dimensions that I want in the actual vocal take. Cool, so let's have a listen to the main vocals, just as it is, mixed with all the effects and everything. I'm just gonna solo it and we can have a listen.
Tales have flown through the oceans of a place where wisdom lays.
Cool, so let's take them all off and then we can see what's going on there. Usually the first thing that I would usually go for is kind of reaching that sense of depth, kind of making you feel how close the singer is to you. And for this I would usually use an office reverb, which is like a really small room, kind of filtered out as well, really short, really small. So it sounds like this. First off,
Tales have flown through the oceans.
on.
Tales have flown through the oceans.
You can already feel like it's a bit closer to you. I'm gonna exaggerate it a little bit.
Of a place where wisdom lays.
Bring it back to the original level. So yeah, literally what it does is that it kind of makes you feel like there's a wall behind the singer, and your brain thinking that there's a wall behind the singer will make you feel like it's closer to you. And that's how you kind of reach that sense of like, you know, making it feel more alive, more close to you, that there's actually someone singing in front of you, you know. Next up, what I would usually check afterwards is kind of like the spread, so like a little kind of chorusy spread. Usually use the micro shift from Soundtoys, which is amazing. It's kind of like the tuner chorusy effect.
Tales have flown
Exaggerate a little bit.
through the oceans of a place where wisdom lays.
Bring it back to the original level, so you can feel like it's giving a little bit like going around your body, like kind of like the vocals kind of goes around a little bit. So that's usually where I start looking at like reverbs, as we usually hear about reverbs, like tails and some like sparse effects. So I start with a tail. So it's like a plate, medium, large plate, filtered a little bit as well. And it sounds like this.
Tales have flown through the oceans.
Exaggerate it a little bit so you can hear.
Of a place where wisdom lays.
Bringing back to the level.
but only the brave ones dare to sail away.
Without, again.
Tales have flown
With.
through the oceans.
So yeah, it just gives a little tail, little something coming after the vocals to give it like a little bit more space and character. Then I have a space that I actually don't use in the verses, I use it in the choruses. And same with the Abbey reverb, which is a really long kind of like whole reverb. So then I usually start going into delays. I usually use like a kind of conjunction between a fourth and an eighth delay. So I use the Santos Echobows, which are great. Kind of same settings except the echo time. There's a little difference in feedbacks, kind of little difference like filters as well. But yeah, sounds like this.
Tales have flown through the oceans of a place where wisdom lays, but only the brave ones dare to sail away.
Without.
Tales have flown
With.
through the oceans.
Kind of leave some little traces of the vocals after I actually sings. Just some little elements to kind of give more life to it, more dimension. Then I usually like to use a vocal exciter as on the stand as well, just to bring back a little the like kind of brilliance top end of the vocals, which sounds like this. First off.
Tales have flown through the oceans.
With.
Tales have flown through the oceans.
I feel like it gives a lot more character, like harmonic character to the vocals, brings it back up a little as well.
Where wisdom lay.
And yeah, that's literally what I did on the verses. So we can check with the whole track, so with and without. First without, so vocals with mixed but not with effects and reverbs.
Tales have flown through the oceans of a place where wisdom lays.
Now with.
Tales have flown through the oceans.
I feel like it gives a lot more character to the vocals, gives it like dimension, depth, height, and space, and really place it right in the mix as you would feel as if someone would like sing in front of you. Obviously more produced as well. So another use that I would have for kind of reverbs like this, especially the Abbey or some other delays, is to give more like a creative reverb on some part of the track. So for example, in this part, Patricia goes into like kind of the outro of the track, and we kind of thought that it would be nice to have like a kind of sparse reverb just going out when she just like leaves into the void. So he goes like this.
Long ago.
So that's when I would potentially use the Abbey, and with like a lot of automations to give more life to the track.
Long ago.
And yeah, talking about automations are, as far as I'm concerned, like primordial for mixing, and especially for the vocals, to give a lot of like dimension and like aliveness to it. So as you can see, like I automate like a few different sends, not all of them. For example, like the Office, I usually try to keep like consistent, but kind of different reverbs and delays, I try to like make them feel more alive with automating a bit the sends from the lead vocal track to the actual sends. But that's really something that makes the track have a little bit more like aliveness and feel a bit more, I don't know, like there's actually someone singing in front of you, you know. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. I hope you kind of got more kind of like vision of how I use reverbs to give dimension to vocals in a mix. So how I use a lot of those different reverbs to just put a little bit from each and kind of play with the different dimensions, like as if you would imagine the whole mix as like a 3D visualization, really. So yeah, feel free to hit me up online if you want to have a chat, and until next time, see ya.
Tales have flowed through the ocean.